Hello everyone, this is Cliff. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Dark Souls, the Prepare to Die edition. Thanks to a bit of inclement weather in the Southland, I've got the rest of the day off, so I might as well spend it playing some Dark Souls. I think for this playthrough, we're going to try to get through Darkroot Basin. And this is an area that I didn't even bother to adventure in, and when I was playing the Xbox 360 version, there just wasn't anything really that interested me in this area. I think I lit the bonfire and that was about it. Now we could have gotten to this area coming up a lot sooner. Basically in the same tower that you go up to fight the Taurus demon. If you go down, you'll fight a guy named Havel the Rock, and beating him will give you access to the area we're about to go to. Alright, let's pull this guy right here. I don't want him chasing after me. Okay, so, and this is the same area we were in the last video. We're just going to go this way. I've got this dragon crest ring on because there's a crystal lizard in this area. I think he's right there that I want to actually see if I can kill. No. There we go. That's not too bad. Okay. So now that that's over with, let's actually equip. I think I want to equip this at first, and when we fight the Hydra, I'll equip that other ring. Let's run through here. And again, this area is going to be a little bit blind, but I've spent maybe 5 or 10 good minutes looking at the map, so it doesn't seem to be that complicated. That's the leather armor set. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Okay, I think this way leads to... Ooh, a tough enemy. Ooh. I don't see anything. Ah, okay, Black Knight. Miss me, you missed me. Alright, so that's not really that big of a deal. I don't know. I don't think he's a one-off enemy. I think he's gonna come back if I reload or visit a bonfire. So we get a shield down here. Let's see what the deal with this is. So, better magic, better lightning, worse fire, worse physical. Yeah, kind of a standard shield. Ah, here's our bonfire. And again, I'm just going to light it. I'm not going to rest at it. So we'll flip that down. And actually, this way, I don't really want to go this way. That way actually leads to the Valley of the Drakes. We're not going to go that way. I may go back through that area, but I'll go back through the gate that you unlock with the master key. Alright, let's trudge back up this way. Okay, so now somewhere around here I should actually be able to see a Hydra. I think he's a lot farther. There he is, off in the distance there. Oh, crystal golems, okay. I've got two coming after me. Oh, okay. Let's see how tough these guys are. Can I back off to? Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, they're not too bad. I didn't even do a lot of damage. Okay. So travel here. Ah, okay. I was wondering where that range attack would trigger. I did fight the Hydra in the Ash Lake area, and they had that fairly long range water attack. As long as I know it's coming, I know I can stay behind the trees or roll out of the way. It won't be too big of a deal. Okay, so we're going to go up this way. Oh, well, let's kill this guy first. I don't want to be... Oh, you missed. Ah. Okay, so those guys aren't too bad. You'll face much stronger versions, and I'm not really getting any souls for them anyway, so that kind of sucks. Now this is where Havel... I think he's actually right on this floor right here. What I would really like to do is to switch out my pyromancies. I've got the wrong set on. I was actually did a test run on that Hellkite dragon and hadn't really switched back over to fight this Hydra, but we'll see how it goes. Worst that could happen is he kills me. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can pull him back. I just don't want to get killed by those. Wow. Okay. Thanks. I don't want to get hit by those water attacks while I'm trying to fight another enemy. So we'll drink up, and basically at this point, I don't really care if I get killed. This isn't exactly the toughest area to come down, and I've gotten all the treasures, and I've killed that crystal lizard, so... Wow, that sounds really loud. I'll turn that down. So like I say, I don't care if I really get killed. If I get killed, I will. And I don't really have a great deal of souls. Man. Jackass. So, the hardest part sometimes with this Hydra is actually knowing where you can stand. Obviously, this guy's in a lake. And the good news is, let me roll back. There, that's what you want him to do. Hold on one second. While he's got his head in the sand, let's go correct a mistake. Oh, damn it, I don't have it equipped. Shoot. Okay, so let me back off where I won't hear that constant droning in my ear. Yeah, it's a little bit softer. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is put a cut in here. And I've got to actually go back and re-equip my iron ring. I've got that iron ring in my bottomless box. I need to go pull that out and re-equip it. So what I'll do is I'll put a cut here and come back and we'll take on the Hydra. My apologies. Okay. Time in, we're back. Obviously I've changed my pyromancies and I actually have the right ring this time. Okay, now one of the hard parts about fighting the Hydra is there's only a certain amount of this lake that you can actually walk in. There's a part of it that's shallow enough to walk in, and the area where the Hydra's at is actually not shallow at all. And if you fall, it'll kill you instantly. So that's one of the annoyances about fighting this guy. Another is obviously this magic attack. I guess water attack that he can do. So I can actually see where the edge is, and we're going to try to get as close as possible so that he'll do that. That's what we want. So after you do a certain amount of damage, one of his heads will lop off. And the tricky part is actually connecting. Unfortunately, you lock on his body and not on any of the heads, so that makes it a little bit more aggravating. But we're just gonna do our big boss thing and walk sideways. And when you hear that, he's gonna shoot his heads into the ground. And the most important thing is to stay far enough away from that bank so that these heads don't accidentally knock you under. Because again, that kills you in one hit. Get up. There we go. See, unfortunately, I can't really fire enough to... So what may be best is to do what I did there and kind of unlock. Just unlock from the guy and do a standard attack. As he's not really that difficult. We've hit him maybe 6 times and he's halfway dead. Come on. The important thing to remember is once he stops firing. Ah, damn. Once he stops firing, pull your shield back down. There goes another head. Alright, we're getting there. Oh, that one got behind me. Okay, let me just take a drink. So his head seemed to be hitting over here. So let's go over here. See if we can get him to do the same thing. Alright. Not much longer now. I can't get to either one of those. Shoot. And you see there's not a whole lot of water over here that you can actually walk through. So we're going to be very careful. See if we get this head here. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Come on, one more time. There we go. There. Alright. So, not a terribly difficult boss. And we're going to grab this set, which is a knight set. Which is probably like the 4th or 5th different knight set that we've got. Alright. Let's check something. Yay. Alright, from this point we can actually walk around a little bit. And if we go up here, this will actually lead us to a different area of Darkroot Garden. But there is a soul item that I want to try to get right here. So yeah, the Hydra's not too bad. You just got to make sure you don't get too close to the edge because his attacks, especially that water attack, can actually hit behind you and knock you into the depths. Alright, so we'll walk right here. Now that goes up to Darkroot Garden, and this is the item that we were looking for. Again, not going to do any of Darkroot Garden. Not going to do the Sith section. I want to do that after I've played some of the download content. I want to get that FMV that plays before you fight Sith. I want that to be different. Okay, so at this point, there is a crystal golem at the back of this cave. But what we're going to have to do is actually quit the game and restart for it to spawn. So bear with me a little bit. Okay, come on. Alright, here we are, back again. So we're gonna mosey back this way. Okay, come on. And there's our gold crystal golem. And of course he's hostile. Let's see. He's a little bit more pumped up than the other ones that you fought. He's still slow. That does a fair amount of damage. And so much for him. Okay, so we'll talk to her.
So, it is thou who rescued me.
Yes.
Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Oolacile.
Yes.
I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Oolacile, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
So basically she goes through her spiel and we want to say yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. Thou art in need. Pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Okay. And basically what that does is adds an additional enemy a little bit later on in the game. If you kill them, you will get an item. Very much like the Peculiar Doll back at the Northern Undead Asylum. That item will open up the additional content area. So, everybody's happy, so we're going to go back and save our game. So here, I don't know if you could see it when I was fighting the Hydra, but here is the edge of the lake. And if you should happen to cross that line, you're pretty much screwed. Okay, so we can summon Dusk for a while.
I am Dusk of Oolacile. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
And we can learn a gesture. Yay! And we can talk.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken, and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth.
Okay, now she is not the only NPC that gets trapped into crystal golems. That seems to be a common theme. Sigmeyer's daughter will actually be trapped inside another crystal golem a little bit later on. I think in the Duke's archives. So that's going to be a fun place.
Of Oolacile differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Oolacile's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies?
No.
The sorcery, it is...
Okay, so that's the same thing. So we've exhausted her conversation. And these are all sorceries. And I'm not going to use any of them. Although repair looks neat. Huh. There's an ivory catalyst. That wouldn't be too bad if you were casting sorceries. Let's see. Okay.
If thou art in me, I wish to be. May the flames guide thee.
Okay. Alright. So once we do that, and we're going to run this time because that's going to be slow if we don't. You can actually go back in here and there should be some items. Yeah, there we go. Run, Forrest, run. Okay. So that's basically her item set. Which is kind of creepy. Okay, let's see. I don't know if we can equip any of this. I think that's a female only set. Yeah. Not that you would want to, it's pretty weak. Yeah. I think that crown may... Let's check that crown. Raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic. Okay, so if you're a sorcerer, that may be a interesting set to try to use. Alright. So basically what we're going to do now is work our way back to the bonfire. And there's a couple of different things that I want to try next. I want to head down to Blighttown. Because there should be... The advanced pyromancy trainer should be down there at this point since I've increased the level of the pyromancy flame up to max. That trainer should be there now. But first, I think I want to talk to King Seeker Frampt. I think he will give me my quest for the third part of the game. Now, there's two primordial serpents, King Seeker Frampt and Darkstalker Koth. basically, helping one will cause the other to ignore you. And that's just a matter of preference. If you want to be able to sell items, you want to keep King Seeker Frampt happy with you. If you want to join, there's a covenant for Darkstalker Koth. So it just depends on what you would like to do. Has no real bearing on the ending of the game. The ending of the game, there are two different endings. And basically it's determined after you beat the final boss. So it doesn't really matter what you do right now. Basically you're not going to have any effect on the end game, or at least the ending cutscene. So we're going to walk back up here. Run through the parish real quick. Our blacksmith friend. We'll grab a quick rest here. And dump some stuff. And as you can see, I've got my two important souls locked away, so I won't accidentally use them. I think I may give him these coins. Excuse me. Let's see, do I have anything else? I have a dragon scale. That's okay. Alright. And I'm just gonna change this ring out to my Covetous Gold Serpent ring. And the Covetous Gold Serpent ring is kind of my default ring when wandering through these areas. If I'm in an area where there's some pretty heavy hitting enemies, I'll change it to the ring that gives me physical defense. But for this area, as you can see, we're way overpowered. There's not a whole lot these guys can do to me now. So we'll run back through this church. And run down here, yay. At some point, I will actually want to go back to the Northern Undead Asylum and kill that enemy that's below the floor where you fight the first boss. I don't know if we're quite there yet. I may do that as some kind of some type of just one-off video. Hold on one second, phone. Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue on. Let's go over here, talk to this guy. Oh, slow down.
Heavens, you have done it. You have retrieved the Lordvessel after 1,000 years. It is you. It is really you.
Creepy.
Forgive me. I really should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still. This is the fireling chamber for the successor of Lord Wind. Now, place the Lordvessel on the altar.
Okay, so that was a creepy journey. So we're gonna go over here, and we'll place the Lordvessel. Awesome. Okay, now some of those areas you probably at least you somewhat recognized. One of them was in that chamber that's near the Quelaag's sister. There's one area near Anne Orlando. Previously, those areas were locked off, and now all of that is accessible. So if you rest at the Lordvessel, you have this new item called Offer Souls to the Lordvessel. We don't have any of those yet. We have to beat 3 or 4 different bosses, and each one will give us a soul that we can offer up. And we can actually do all of the neat little stuff that we always do. Bottomless box, repair equipment, things of that nature. In fact, let me go ahead and repair some of this stuff, even though it's not really. Okay, so after we've done all of that, we get some more. That is creepy looking.
Very well. As Kingseeker, I shall now instruct you, the Lord's successor, in your next task. To achieve your fate, fill the vessel with powerful souls, commensurate to the great soul of Gwyn. Scarce few possess such brilliant souls. Brave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Gwyn's soul, and Lord Gwyn's former confidant, Seath the Scaleless. All of their souls are required to satiate the Lordvessel. Are you ready? Then we shall return. Stay still for a moment.
Okay. I'm going to feed him a few items. Yeah, these silver coins. It's a gold coin. I'm not going to feed him any of that. I'm going to feed him my duplicate weapons. Okay, there's 2 of these. Should be everything. Okay.
The beings who possess these or have chosen the path of the wicked, as the primordial serpent, I implore you to defeat them and claim their souls. Let there be no guilt. Let there be no vacillation. The beings...
Okay. Alright.
Farewell, chosen undead.
Okay, so here we go. Third part of the game is now underway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna come over here, put a cut in the video, and the next time we are together, I will go after one of the souls, probably the Duke's Archives. I might try to do that area next. But I'll sit down and figure it out, and the next time we start the video, we'll be headed after powerful souls. Okay. So until then, everybody take care. This is Cliff. See you later.